Gale. My favorite was Virgil T. Bailey.
His name's Franklin. They really need to form a name.
Well, they do. Virgil T. Bailey. Kathy Blue Gown. Pumpkin Poo.
That reminds me of the time he lost from seven break.
Children names.
He might come get us, or John, it's like, hey. The clock was on.
My colleague,
Just there, the clock was on.
since he wasn't a house dog, he was a condo dog.
And we did.
His name was Condo. So, my ex, Navy actually.
I was afraid you were gonna ask me if I could see about the discussion.
I call this meeting of the Only City Council, January 27th, 2025 to order. Please rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing as the Reverend Jason Burkhart says our opening prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Holy God, we come before you tonight, seeking your mercy, thanking you for your grace and your forgiveness. We thank you for being a compassionate and loving God. And even over this meeting tonight, we can ask for your blessing. We ask for your guidance. We ask that we can speak truth, but also with love, to respect one another, and even carrying on the way your son lived here on this planet. Who's generous, who's kind, but also was bold and saw the bigger things in life. So even tonight, we ask for your wisdom, discernment, and to keep us on track. We pray this in your son's precious name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Call the roll, please.
Councilwoman Eichhorst.
Present.
Councilman Iyer.
Present.
Councilwoman Fehrenbacher.
Present.
Councilman McLaughlin.
Here.
Mayor Lambert.
Here, first item on the agenda is public comments and presentations. Are there any public comments? Any public comments?
I just want a couple minutes to talk about golf carts. At the original offset of golf carts, a lot of you guys weren't very much in favor of golf carts. And I think that's, from what little I understand, they haven't caused a lot of trouble. And my concern is that golf carts is like harder to get licensed for than like, say, a semi on the farm. And it just doesn't seem like it's the right way to go about it, for simplicity anyway. And I picked this up from the office this morning, and it goes that length how you gotta do, and maybe some of you don't realize what all you gotta do, but it's a chore. And if I have a boat that's 25 or 8 feet long and 500 horse motor that will go 70 miles an hour, I can get that sticker for this right here. And it does, yes, I'm gonna say that I have insurance, which is the right thing. I'm gonna say that I have a driver's license, which is the right thing. And I'm gonna do what is on this sheet. But this other sheet for the golf carts, I have to have a picture of the driver's license of the people that are gonna drive it. You can't drive it until you're 21, which makes no sense at all. You can't, you have to have a copy of your insurance, not just say, yes, I have the insurance. You have to go to your agent and you have to bring a copy to the office. And I thought last year I had mine all lined up, and I come and, no, you gotta have this. So I went and got that. No, you gotta have this. And it just seems like if it'll work for a boat, it'll work for a golf cart. Because a boat has an opportunity to cause a lot more damage than a small golf cart, to me anyway. So that's my concern. And I wouldn't ask you to think about it tonight, but just, I know you got other issues with bicycles, and maybe as you get that sorted out, well, we can look at this as well.
Questions or comments?
I will comment because I was against golf carts and side-by-sides, and I've been very pleasantly surprised that there's been very little incidents that I know of. So it's worked out very well, and it's been very popular. So I will stand corrected as far as.
Well, I moved to town in 17 and I'm out at Pam Estates, which we still have a T Street that has a ball game where the bases are laid in the street. And those little people watch for us and we watch for them. And we're in an area that doesn't have a lot of traffic, but I know the golf carts, at least the streets that I use, and I can't get anywhere without getting on a street that you don't want me to be on, but I try to pick my times and I've never been honked at or yelled at or anything else, so I think it's been a positive thing for us.
I do too. I'm sure we'll look into it. Mr.
Thank you.
Snyder. I'm
Thank
sure
you
we
very
will.
much. Any further public comments? Any further public comments? Seeing none, we'll proceed to the presentation of the consent agenda, which includes to approve minutes of the council meeting on January 13th, 2025. Approve and authorize payments of accounts payable January 28th, 2025. Payment request for Division 2 of the Sanitary Sewer CIPP Lighting Rehabilitation Project, and the appointment of Laura Lathrop to the Library Board. Any of these items need to be removed from the consent agenda? I would accept a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion passes. Next item on the agenda, under presentation of ordinances and resolutions. Discussion and possible action to approve approval to fundraise for certain projects, Project Community.
Good evening, I'm Gary Houchin, in case you don't know me, I'm representing Project Community tonight. Back in the fall, we talked about the additional parking in Musgrove Park, which was right here, and we will proceed with that in the spring. Funding is available for that. What we're here for tonight is one of the projects that we want to present for approval to proceed with is Harmony Park. That is musical instruments, which will go as presented. So this is where we put the splash pad. The area behind, this is the slide of the swimming pool. There's a 50 by 50 square there that will be affected through the drainage area. We're looking at about 28 by 29, roughly 700 square feet for this addition to that area. So we're gonna have a fundraising event in a couple of weeks. We'd like to present these two projects to those people to see if they'd like to proceed with your blessings.
Questions, comments?
Any questions on this part?
And this is just a preliminary, drawing. Some of the equipment may change, but gives you what we're looking for is just like a blessing to proceed forward, with this project.
And Frank, there's no issue with that location.
This is new to me.
Mike drew
So
that
Mike-
up for us.
This is where we went out there and
I just wanna make sure there's,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Right by the slide.
the drain would be
because
in-
it's right by the slide, you know, in the future, if that ever needs replaced or anything.
So we're right here, Frank, in that grassy area right there.
Should not be an issue. I wouldn't think so.
Good with that one?
Good.
The other project is Welcome to Always Signs. This is an 8 by 14 sign. I've been working with Mike on, this has to be breakaway. So the actual brick pillars aren't brick, they're covered in like a foam material.
Wow.
I don't know if you've ever seen those or not. They are breakaway. We've been working on 4 possible locations. As you're coming in, before you get to the DC, this would be at the Benton industrial area. Coming from the north, off of, up there by Steber Hill. What is that? Miller Grove Lane?
Miller Lane,
Miller
yeah,
Grove Lane.
right there by Whitener's.
Down by Trinity and coming in from 130 and going into the Whittle area. How we could work that out.
Questions, comments?
And as far as, they will be lit with, solar,
So there'll be a
Lighting.
concrete pad, and then industrial solar panel, or solar lighting coming up on it.
Nice, attractive sign.
So what we had looked at is, that doesn't really matter, but that's the best way to go.
Signs, those type signs coming into town are long overdue.
Absolutely.
Good, good.
so what our plan is at our event, with everyone's blessing here, we will present both of these projects, and then we will let, the people that are attending the Valentine's, event, which is on February 15th at 6 p.m. And tickets are still available
And where's it gonna be located?
at Parkside. They will have both of those projects presented, and they can vote to see which project we may do first. Eventually, Project Community would like to do both of these projects. So we are just asking for a blessing before we go on to actually like breaking ground. We'll come back to the council and get final approval.
Questions, comments,
I think they're both
motion?
cool.
I'm in.
I'll make a motion that we approve both of these concepts.
Motion, is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, aye?
Roll call, please.
Call the roll, please.
Councilman Iyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Fehrenbacher,
Abstain.
Councilman McLaughlin.
Yes.
Mayor Lambert.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nyhorst.
Yes.
Thank you very much and
Thank
good
you
luck.
for your time.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
She has a random number generator. so we
Okay.
can-
Oh.
It rotates
we-
every vote.
Yeah, you have a random number generator, something over there, don't you?
Can we use that when we wanna buy lottery tickets or whatever?
Somebody else.
I'll let it.
Okay.
Is it okay there?
People take things out and come go leave the room.
Thank you.
Thank you, Project Community.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is an ordinance to amend Title 10, Vehicle and Traffic of the City of Only Municipal Code by adding Chapter 10.24, authorizing the operation of low-speed electric and gas bicycles on the City of Only public streets. Chief Bloomer, have anything to say about this?
I know, Mr. Zuber was working on the ordinance, I believe it's all complete and
Have anything to add? Nope. Think it's what we talked about the last time?
I believe that it is.
My only question is, once we put this ordinance in place, I'm guessing your guys will be a little bit lenient in getting the word out to some of those folks about it. That's my only issue is,
so my thought is we go ahead, whenever the ordinance takes effect, if you guys choose to vote that way, go ahead and have in some kind of a time frame where we need to have them registered. A lot of the individuals, most of our officers have frequent contacts with. So those, again, as we make contact with them, because we're still gonna have to order the stickers, get everything set up. So there's gonna be a little bit of a delay before this is, full board. My thoughts are is we've blasted on Facebook, we've put it out, even on the radio if we choose to. We don't even have to go that far. It could just be the point of contact. Needless to say, our guys will be somewhat lenient as far as trying to get everybody to comply. Our thing is we want compliance first and then enforcement if, that doesn't work. My main concern has always been the brakes on the bicycles, things like that. That's the number one goal with this is making them adhere to the rules of the road, which they should anyway, and also making sure the equipment is suitable for the bikes to make sure everybody's safe in doing that. Everything's still a Pacific Cycle. It already does that. I mean, that's what the bikes are designed for. That's what they're built for. The ones that are self-modified, that's where we get to issues and need to make sure that they test the brakes for us, make sure it's safe. So it'll be implemented slowly.
What would your suggestion be for when the implementation should begin?
I mean, I would say even if we go until March, I mean, right now it's the cold weather. You can start the month of February, get it out there, even if it's mid-February. I think there should be a time frame, but our guys have been told, instructed, and should be enforcing the rules of the road. So if they're running stop signs in front of them, they should be stopped, you know, and ticketed, things like that. Of course, like I said, there's generally 2, maybe 3 at most officers on, so they gotta see the ordinance, or see the violation. But if they do see that, then they should go ahead and act accordingly, so.
So March first would
well,
be
it-
soon enough?
The language of the ordinance says commencing February 1st, 2025. But again, you know.
But now it can't
it's-
go into effect for 10 days after we vote, correct?
That's the case for any ordinance, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the language says, I mean, we could change the language to March 1st for that matter, but, you know, no matter, like he said, no matter when it becomes effective, if you write a ticket to someone before they can get the stickers,
Yeah.
the judge is not going,
No.
not going to find them.
So March first would probably be enough time to get all that done, I would suspect.
I would think so, yeah.
So yeah, we could, I mean, Kelsey can change, it's 10.24.020, just change the word February, word March, yeah.
Just include that as part of your motion and vote.
Questions, comments, or motion?
Motion to approve with modification to March 1st.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Further discussion, seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion passes. Thank you very much, Chief. Next item on the agenda is a resolution to transfer money from the Tourism Fund and Christmas Light Display Fund to the General Corporate Fund.
Every year, we transfer $10,000 out of tourism to the general fund to help compensate for the time Kelsey spends working in tourism. And this year, we added $5,000 to be moved to the general fund for the Christmas light display to help compensate for the time that they spend putting up lights.
Questions, comments?
Motion's approved.
Motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion passes. Next item on the agenda, reports from elected and appointed officials. Status report, Mr. Parker.
I don't have anything additional, but glad to answer questions if anybody has any.
Any questions for the city manager? RCDC report? Nothing there. Chamber of Commerce report?
We have the chocolate tour coming up on February the 7th. It's a Friday. Tickets are available at the chamber. We also have Ladies Night Out, which was Dolly Does Bingo, which will be in March. The tickets will go on sale February 3rd.
Very
And
good.
Dolly may show up, who knows?
I bet she will.
Yeah. We're hoping.
Atlanta.
Blonde, bouffant.
Tourism board report?
I don't have any.
Nothing there. Anything further? Anything further? Seeing nothing, I will accept a motion to enter into closed session to discuss the sale or lease price of real property, acquisition of real property, and the appointment, employment, compensation, and performance of specific employees.